Play my theme music.
Ooh, we are back. All right, I guess we're gonna end up having to do this joint again. You feel me? What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Var. You already know what it is. Welcome back to Var World Boxing. You feel me? This is unanimous decision. You already know what it is. I got my man
D. Derek Starling, professional boxer, 5-1, 4 knockouts. Let's go.
So you better than me now. So you trying to show off now.
Nah, I just
want to saying.
I want to let the people know who I am.
You want to put them knockouts in there.
To know me is to love me.
Yeah,
that's how that go.
Nah, I feel you, man. I don't got no problem. That's why you on my team.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You on my team. Hey, yo, today is gonna be a fun day. Last night, let me turn this off real quick, cause you and this music guy, you love that theme music.
You gotta kind of let it simmer out. Lower,
you know
lower,
what I
lower,
should?
lower.
I need to fade it out. I gotta get better than that, cause you know I'm gonna just cut that.
You don't cut that like that. Oh, I just want to say Happy New Year's to everybody. Happy New Year's to everybody. Thank you for tuning in with us. You know, keep supporting us as much as you can.
Please do.
We appreciate it all.
Please do. Today, we are on Instagram as well. Follow me on Var World Boxing on my Instagram. We are live doing that here, but it's not going to be posted until Monday. But if you guys do want to catch us live, you know, catch the background ish, the things maybe I cut out, things I don't cut out. You know what I mean? You just, you know, we catch us on Instagram. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So last night, okay.
Yes, sir.
Last night was basically 4 pay-per-views in one. Last night was 4 pay-per-views in one, in my opinion, dog. Like, it felt like it. Like, from beginning to end. Andrade, I thought, is a main event fighter. Rashidi Ellis, main event fighter.
Whoa.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
I wouldn't go that far.
Here we go.
I wouldn't go that far. I think he can be an exciting fighter to watch. Like, I mean, you can never know what you're gonna get. But last night's fight was like
with Rashidi, right?
Yeah, with Rashidi. It kind of like, and I'm gonna say something my coach said. Shout out to Coach O. It was weird. Like, Rashidi's fight was it was a good one. I didn't think he got the right decision, but we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, nah, I feel you on that. We have Rashidi. All right, so we have Boots last night. Again, another main event fighter.
Yeah, I gave Boots another main event fighter, but last night didn't show that.
Hold on.
Last night didn't show that.
Hold on for a second. Okay. Hold on for a second. Now we got Tank Davis,
Mr. Pay-Per-View.
Mr. Pay-Per-View.
Yes.
Come on. Because everybody had their popcorn and their food and their peoples, their girls.
I definitely had my popcorn.
You understand what I'm saying?
I definitely had my popcorn and my $20 medium fucking lemonade iced tea.
You were there.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah,
you were there, so you felt all the action there, dude.
I felt ripped off.
Real talk?
Yeah.
Well, wait.
Popcorn was $20.
Oh man, come on, you gotta expect that. You gotta expect it's like that, because
I mean, they gave free refills though, so if I sent a different person, I damn near got $40, $50, $60 worth of free refills to popcorn. So
how did that work out?
So if we go, I go get popcorn, right? You go back the second time, you get the refill, and then I go back get the refill. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. You gotta scam while you can scam.
hold on, y'all. That's not what we promote. But
listen, what my pops used to say: when the tokens go bye bye, we go bye bye. Listen, we gotta keep the ball rolling.
I'm listen, dog. If you can get it right, I can get it tight. You feel me?
Exactly.
All right, listen. All right, so we're gonna get it right. We got Andrade, Rashidi Ellis, we got Boots, and we got Tank. All right, so let's start off with my man. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure I get my shit right. Excuse the language. All right. Make sure I get it right. Andrade. We're going to start with Andrade.
Let's go with that.
All right. So, Demetrius Andrade, he made his debut on PBC. Mm-hmm. He was once before fighting on DAZN. He got out of the contract. He was just campaigning to fight Canelo Alvarez. That was just what he wanted to do. He wanted to fight Canelo Alvarez. He once had a chance to go against Charlo, the Charlo brother, but then he pulled out at the last minute.
Pretty much, he was up there with all the middleweights. And he was one of the guys talking about, but he's kind of like I don't want to say he was avoided, but I kind of feel like he was a little avoided.
I believe he was. If you ask me, I believe he was an avoided fighter. He was looking to fight Golovkin, and Golovkin didn't want to fight him. You understand what I'm saying? Like they avoided him at all costs. We also have what's the old boy name? Oh yeah, Canelo. Canelo's also, he was moving up and down in weights just to avoid Charlo and Andre. So Andre was regarded as one of the best.
Wait! You're not gonna throw that in there. So here you telling me Canelo was just moving up weights to avoid those guys? So that's what you're telling me. He was moving up in weight to avoid those guys. Not that he just wanted to move up and grab different belts. I mean, if you say that, that's your opinion. I could rock with that.
My thing is that's not the general consensus is not that he went up to go just get belts. People are thinking that he ducked fighters. It's not.
But that's just a fan, wanting what a fan wants. Every fan wants what they want. So if you can't please. You can't please everybody. So if he goes, listen. You say you want him to fight Charlo.
Yeah.
All right. He goes, listen. I can make $1-2 million fighting Charlo. If I go up a week, I'm making $5-6 million. What you gonna do?
Well, yeah. If you're talking about money, cool. But again, you can't. Someone like Canelo talking about the fighter spirit. This is what I love to do. This and that. You can't talk about. Oh, I just want to go up and get money. This is whatever.
Why not? You can do both.
But he wants to do his legacy. Then why not fight the person that's right there with you?
But it's also a business too. So he got to take care of his family. I mean, you got people depending on him, so he got to do what's best for him too. Like I agree with you. Like I think that he should fight. Like as a fan of boxing, I feel like the best should fight the best, and that's just how I am as a fighter. But when we talking about personally, like if I'm a man and I got family and people depending on me, I got to take what's best for me. If I get a fight that's $2 million and everybody wants to see this $2 million fight, but I get a fight offered to me for $10 million or $6 to $10 million, I'm taking the $6 to $10 million. I don't care what the people want to see. Like
again, but the one thing is though, you're not. I don't think you're. I personally don't think you're the type of person to be out there talking about, oh, I'm gonna whoop your ass this. I'm gonna whoop your ass that. This is that, talking that mess, and then come around and be like, oh no, I'm trying to feed my family. Like, come on, bro.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
You feel me? You can't come with that type of noise. But regardless, man. Andre wanted to fight, and he was regarded as one of the boogeymen, BooBoo Andre, right? Yeah, so right. Last night he fought Nicholson. Okay, Nicholson is a dude that fought Berlanga not too long ago and stopped Berlanga's knockout streak. Right, correct. He stopped Berlanga's knockout streak.
I'm trying to get everybody for you. Now I'm trying to find everybody for you so we can make sure we say their names right, which it don't really matter.
Are you talking about their opponents?
Yeah.
The opponents' names are so hard to say.
A lot of them
but they surprised me. I ain't gonna lie. So Nicholson, he came out there game. He came out their game, and I think he didn't expect. Yeah, good. So I think that Nicholson came out their game. I don't think that he expected Demetrius Andrade to go out there not wild, but aggressive. His first round, the
first 2 seconds of the round, ding, it was bombs flying.
Flying. Yeah.
So you remember the Danny Jacobs fight when he fought Kid Chocolate, and it was like the big talk about who Brooklyn this and Brooklyn that, and who's what. Yeah. Danny Jacobs came out and he went. Like he went right
just to let them know. But
it's also one of the things like a quick momentum starter is like you overwhelm him, and now he's out of it. I think when he did that, he was trying to catch him, but he couldn't really catch him when he swung. Like he swung so wide, he couldn't catch him, and then he calmed down. I didn't think that he was going to keep that up though. I thought he just was trying to test his chin or whatever.
That's exactly what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. He came out there just to see what Nicholson is going to do. How experienced is he? Is he going to get rattled and things like that? And I think it worked. He tightened up a lot in the beginning. Demetrius Andrade went to the body beautifully.
Yeah, he went to the body a lot. He definitely put his punches together. I thought that what's his opponent name again?
Nicholson.
Mm-hmm. Nicholson was just in there to survive, kind of. I didn't feel like he was just in there trying to win. I thought he was just in there trying to survive and not get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Like he was more defensive minded when it came to everything. Like he was just like punch, take, move around, punch, take, move around. So
the dude felt that power. Listen, he felt the he didn't
power.
If he didn't feel the power, then why didn't he just walk him down?
Because I feel like BooBoo was a different type of fighter. In some spurts, his hand speed was crazy. Like his hand speed was crazy. Like he was he put together like 6-8 punch combinations, and he was putting together lightning quick. So he was putting them together, but power wise, he was landing some flush punches and wasn't really. Nicholson was just standing there taking them. Like he wasn't.
It was impressive.
He was standing there taking. So I didn't think that. That's the one thing I was saying. Like, I don't think that he's strong enough to move up. Like I ain't gonna say strong enough to knock the other guys out.
Right.
So I mean, don't get me wrong. He's fast enough and he moves. He's very crafty, but strong enough to knock him out is another thing. So you know what I'm saying? They kind of got to go hand in hand. Like you can be lightning fast, and you can be able to, and then what's going to happen is you're going to just outbox everybody. And then people are going to get tired. They're going to boo. They get mad because you're not really landing any punches that can hurt anybody.
You were landing on the gloves and things like that, and that's what.
What up, cuz? How you?
And that's why I think top floor salute top floor. And that's why I think that people thought that he was going to knock him out. You understand what I'm saying? That people went out there thinking he was going to knock him out. They didn't expect for it to go all of the rounds, and it was a 10-rounder, right? It was a 10-rounder,
yeah,
and that was kind of surprising. But I mean, it was not a championship fight. It was his debut on PBC, and especially and also his debut
his first fight in 225 years.
Yeah, but he moved up in weight though.
Correct.
He moved up in 168.
Yeah.
From 160.
Yeah, correct. 168. Yeah.
So now he's going to be campaigning to fight the Benavidez and the Plants.
Which is only right. I just hope he stays active. Like that's the biggest thing, staying active. Like I like to see him fight. Like he actually entertains me when he fights. Like he boxes, he moves, he uses angles. Like when I was at the arena, I'm looking, and I'm like, damn, like he really moves. He moves his feet, uses his angles, and he puts his combination together. That was the one thing that I noticed.
Very quick.
That he puts them together very quick. So
yeah,
that's one thing I noticed.
He was very sharp with it. And I was very impressed with him. How do you think he'll go against Charlo? Like just based off of that fight.
I think that. All right, I think that he's going to do really well against Charlo. Okay. I think one thing what happens is, like in the Rashidi fight, at the war towards the later ends of the round, Charlo's going to be still coming forward. If he still got it in the tank, he's going to come forward.
Oh, he is,
and he's banging. Like you know what I'm saying. Like to that point, it becomes fuck the boxing. Like I'm here to knock you out. So now it's like, can you withstand that? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying. I mean, no disrespect to Nichols. He's no Charlo. So
not at all. I mean, he knows that.
Yeah, so I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, his performance with this fight was really good. I gave it a B performance. I thought he was good. And now it's on to the next one to keep progressing. Like, to keep getting better and better.
Is it a B because he didn't knock him out?
No, it's a B. It's a B because so this is the thing I was saying when you watch it on TV and you watch it in person. I felt like a lot of times it was like a little stagnant in the fight. Sometimes he just kind of just cruised through it, whatever. But he put his punches together perfectly. I mean, I think he worked really well, used his angles. But I just gave him a B. I can't give him an A.
No, I got you. I found myself with my jaw dropping a bit. But I mean, I sometimes I could be a little dramatic. I'm watching the fights. I'm like, oh, you feel me? Like I'm going crazy, whatever, because I see how fast he is. It was like almost surprising.
Correct.
He went up in weight, and he was like tink 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 tink, and that's what I heard from the pads touching his body.
Really?
Pink 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 pink. So I'm like, ooh, okay.
My guy Cap said on we on live, by the way. My guy Cap said that he could see Plant versus BooBoo as his first name fight at 68. That would be a really good fight. I like, because they're both similar styles. I like that fight.
Plant and BooBoo. Now that's going to be after Benavidez and Plant. That'll be the winner out of those two. You understand? And see, and that's why this is going to be a mini tournament. It's going to be
I can agree with that.
You understand? It's going to be a mini tournament. It's going to be like who's going to bid for the fights. It's going to be Charlo. Big Charlo, Little Charlo. Little Charlo, I think, gonna move up too. Let's not get it twisted. I think so it's gonna be Big Charlo, Little Charlo.
So what you're saying is Spence going to 54, so Little Charlo got to move up. How could you throw that in there?
Yo, I guess that's what I'm alluding. That's what I'm alluding to, because he's not gonna fight Jermell. They're in the same camp. He's not gonna fight Jermell.
Yeah, why not?
Nah, he's not gonna fight Jermell.
We were just talking about that. They were saying how people they don't duck. They just don't make the decision to fight each other. Like, it's like, why? If we got 20 million on the table, that we both get 20 million. Yeah, I love you. You my brother. We still can fight and get the 20 million. Let's see who wins, and then after that, we get back to being brothers. We just picked up the bag together. Everybody don't think like that, and it's cool. Like, it's a bit. Some people don't want to fight because it's hard to it's hard to get out. Like when I got some sparring partners, that's my brothers. Like I've known them 10+ years.
Exactly.
And when we spar to help each other get better, not spar to knock each other out, and kill each other. So it's like trying to fight him will be like, damn. Like how do you put that? How do you put that? I'm gonna kill you vibe away when you're trying to fight your brother. You get what I'm saying? Like anybody else is like, yo, I'm trying to get you out of here. But when it's somebody close to you, so I get it. Why people, and then they got the same coach, so it's gonna be hard to sit back and watch somebody else train them. So I get that point.
You and me both know, like when it's time to fight. I mean, would you fight me for bread? You and me, D. Would you fight me for bread?
Are you saying, will I fight you right now for bread?
I mean, like
how much bread are we talking here?
I mean, like $3 million.
Hell yeah.
Bro, we will scrap heavy.
Hell yeah. We gonna fight for $3 million.
What?
And then we gonna
go out.
Party our asses
That's
off.
what I'm saying. Like,
think about that shit was fixed. You're damn right. We got out to our bag.
Listen, it don't matter. I'm like,
what?
D hit me right here, bro.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's the opportunity to change not only our lives, but our mom's lives, our dad's lives, you know what I'm saying? Our cousins. Like it changes lives. So,
but I'm gonna keep it real with you. I would fight you like a real fight. I'm gonna be real.
I don't care. That's fine.
Only because I know you too strong for that bullshit. I can't like you come.
You know what's crazy? I respect more if you fight than lay over. Like
exactly.
That would piss me off. Like why would he get in here and make us look all weird? Like you know what I'm saying? Like he got in here and fought. That's a different level of respect. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I do think Jermell Charlo and Spence should fight, because if they have respect for each other and they know it's a lot of money and that's the last resort for the biggest fight to happen. I would say go ahead, Spence. Go ahead and fight your man.
I agree. Yeah, 68 is definitely getting high. I hope 68. I hope they have some good fights that they really put together. Like they have a lot to put together. I hope they put them together at 68 because I think that's a big thing.
Man, 68 is definitely crazy. Our next episode we're gonna get into the plant in Benavides. That's gonna be the next situation. So you give him a B. I give him also I give him a B plus only because I was impressed, bro. Like I was impressed. A B to me is not a bad grade, but I was impressed enough to say he moved up in weight. He didn't lose speed. I think he gained speed, and I think he also gained a little bit more control. He was like an awkward, sharp type fighter to me. You understand? So. I want to give him a B plus.
We agree on that.
You know what I'm saying? No. All right, so now now we got the next one we had. Again, this is basically a pay-per-view with 4 pay-per-view fights. Here you go. I already hear the extraness.
This next fight, I couldn't see being pay-per-view. I mean, the last fight, I could if they market it right, but
okay.
Yeah, but this next fight, I didn't think it was a pay-per-view fight, and I felt. Let's introduce the fight first.
All right, so the next fight was Rashidi Ellis. Rashidi Ellis won against a dude named Villa. Now Villa was known to be a heavy puncher. Oh, sorry, let me get it popping. Sorry about that. There you go.
Romain Villa, I guess his name was.
Yeah, Romain Villa. Okay.
Yeah, Romain Villa.
He won in there. By the way, shout out to Romain Villa. He did win me some money. All right, look. Nah. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. There's no shade. There's no shade in that. But the one thing is, I know boxing. You understand what I'm saying? Hold on. No shade. I had to make sure I hit that shot out there. No shade on him. But I know Rashidi and I know boxing. Okay, Romain Villa. He's known as a heavy puncher. Rashidi Ellis is a speedy guy. He needed to use his feet in order to get away from the heavy-handed, right? Not a lot of people really knew Villa, but people who know boxing know Villa kind of guy, right? Okay, so boom. So Rashidi Ellis boxed his head off, okay? He boxed Villa's head off for the first 7 rounds. I'm
going to do 8.
Okay.
We was in the stands talking about this.
Okay.
So we're gonna get down, but I agree with you. He did box.
He boxed him off for most of the fight. For most of the fight. So let's say 8. So, matter of fact, let's just give Villa the benefit of the doubt. Let's say 7. Okay. All right. So he boxed 7 rounds. Boxed his head off. The 8th round arguable for Villa.
So unofficial. They gave Villa I think the 5th or 6th round, but then they gave Rashidi 1, 2, 3, 4, and it was 7, 8. They gave him whatever, and then it started to turn. After the 8th round, Villa started walking down.
Exactly.
And it started to look bad for Rashidi. Now, what I'm gonna say, from my eyes looking at it, Rashidi was on his back foot too much. So when it came down to the decision, I didn't like the decision, but I can see how some people were looking at it like, yo, he was on his back foot a lot of the fight, but they forgetting that he was on his back foot, still landing punches and still dominating the round, as opposed to just retreating. So some people look at it like, yo, he was running and he was running or whatever, and it didn't look like it was a good round for him. But how can you score a round for somebody if they don't hit the other guy? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you can't.
But them judges because some judges, like one judge had it as a draw, which I can honestly say, yeah, I agree with that because of what happened in the later round. The other two judges had Villa pretty much winning the fight throughout the round. Like even if the knockdowns probably didn't happen, they probably still had him winning the fight.
Yeah, no, I saw those cards because they argued. They had arguments of rounds towards the beginning of the rounds, like the third or the fourth rounds or whatever. And I don't think that because like you said, he was being an aggressor. Was it effective aggressiveness? Possibly he could have, but Rashidi was very technical in there. He used the ropes very well. He used it to his advantage. He was getting away from punches and parrying.
Some people don't like you laying on the ropes and just looking at. You know what I'm saying? They don't. Some people don't like. Some judges don't like that. Sorry. Some judges don't like that.
Right.
Me personally, I look at the whole thing. If he's making you miss, he's on the ropes, he's missing, get out of the way, you can't score that exchange for that person because he missed every shot. And Rashidi used his defense and got out the way. Rashidi, who is very, I mean, after watching his fight, I think he might be top 5 fastest hands in boxing. I mean, he has incredible speed and hand speed. He put his punches together really, really well. I just thought that he might not have that much power, and he just gassed out because there was a 12-rounder, so it was a tight eliminator. So I thought he gassed out. Now Villa, he looked like a monster. Like towards the later rounds, I'm like, yo, this dude, this Joker like 6'1",
bruh,
and I'm Rashidi like 5'8", 5'9". I'm like, damn, and then he looks bigger and bigger. And then he started throwing punches and he was putting them together. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be a long night. And those championship rounds, which is the 10th, 11th, 12th, and all them rounds, it was getting real. Like he survived by the skin
Terminator
of his teeth because he was coming.
He looked like the freaking Terminator, dog.
He was definitely determined.
Everything that Speedy threw at him, he ate. Right, even when he got hurt, he got buzzed and got right back on him. I don't think even when Speedy saw that, he tried to jump on him just a tad bit. Didn't work on Villa. And I saw in the beginning of the fight, I saw how well he was fighting. He did a nice imitation of Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? He did his best Devin Haney jab. He was just going out there. He looked like the Devin Haney fight versus Linares in the first 6 rounds of Linares' fight. He was just jabbing real quick, very fast, very sharp. Correct. You understand what I'm saying? So he's touching him up. I'm like, dang it. I'm like, yo, can he do this all fight?
That's a big. See, and
that was my mind the whole time because that's a talented fighter.
And my thing, if you're a coach, like seeing what you're saying, I was saying that too. Just thinking about this, a little less volume would have saved you a little bit more energy. You know what I'm saying? Like he was coming out like he didn't. Like if he was on 10 and he was winning the rounds, he could have probably been on 6 and still winning the round. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like if he threw 150 jabs, you could have threw maybe 75 jabs, moved your feet, throw it a little comment, and then still won, and then you'd have saved yourself a little bit less. But like I said, when you in the moment, you ain't thinking that. You're just thinking what you got to do.
Absolutely.
So like I said, he really boxed really well to
Beautiful,
me.
Man.
The first 1 through 8 rounds. After that 8th round, it started to get a little like you could see it, and then he got a knockdown. He got a knockdown.
11th round.
10th,
you talking about Villa?
Yeah, Villa. Villa, I think it was the 10th round.
Okay.
He had the knockdown, and it wasn't too bad. It was like a flash, but he got back up. And then the 12th round,
but you saw that one coming. You saw that the one that happened. You saw it coming.
He was starting to. He got tired. His bad habits started to show. He started to back up with his hands down. He was just trying to roll straight up. And when he rolled, he went to the body. Villa went to the body. He rolled it, and then he came back up top and caught him. He just a little quick knockdown.
Yep.
But then in the 12th round, I think they gave him like 3 knockdowns.
His face looked crazy, by the way.
One I didn't think was a knockdown, but I think that's what kind of gave him the edge because they gave him a 10-7 round. So if you give him a 10-7 round when you're losing a round, I mean, it's kind of crazy. But, you know, it is what it is. I didn't see it being a decision for Villa. I could have seen it being a draw.
Yeah, a tie. I think it was a tie or give it to Rashidi. based
what up,
off,
cuz? What up, Tay?
you know what I'm saying, based off of what was going on, and who we got? This is family members. You got Toast.
Yeah, that's my cousin. That's my cousin.
So we got cousin Toast talking about he never hurt Villa, and I agree.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. He did.
He may have hurt him for just a tad bit, but he bounced back real quick. Again, I do still think that Villa didn't deserve the win. Didn't deserve the win. He did really well. Like, I don't want to take nothing away from him because he had a lot of heart, and so did
But you know what I'm just
Rashidi.
thinking? I'm thinking because shout out to Coach O again. He said, you know what they say? He said PBC. They get a lot of fighters. Well, when they make these matchups, these step up matchups, they get a lot of fighters who they're like the quote unquote kryptonite fighter for you. Like, this is the fight
true.
that he really didn't want to fight, and now it does two things. It either exposed Rashidi, and then it helped Villa. So Villa's like the new Pitbull now. You see how Pitbull did this
true.
thing? Now people gonna go, oh, he did hard against Rashidi at 147. Let's give him this guy now. Let's see if he could be a gatekeeper kind of guy. Like, let's start putting him in there because the way he fights very, very slow. Like his first 1 through 6, maybe 8 rounds are kind of slow, and then he's putting hella pressure on you to get you out of there. If he'd have put his combination together a little bit more, he'd have got Rashidi out of there. Like, Rashidi was ready to go.
He was, man. He was. And that brings me to my next question. He was talking a lot of.
I'll see you next time, bro.
He was talking a lot of mess. He was talking a lot of mess, but it was good, and I liked it during the pre-fight press conference, and he was talking about how he wanted to fight Boots. He was like, you know what I mean, you ask this, you ask that, you know what I mean, I'm gonna fight you, you know what I mean, I'm gonna knock you out and beat your butt, you know what I'm saying, beat you up, it ain't gonna be no games. So, and I like that, so I'm like, all right, so these two gonna fight tonight, and do you think he can fight? You think he messing with Boots, dog? What's up? You think he messing with Boots?
Hell fucking no. Yeah. Like, this is not even, listen, I'm not even going to tell you. It's not even a shot fired. No, like, I'm going to tell you what the problem is. Some people, they talk too much. I'm not going to do all this talking. Like, I'm saying, mind you in a press conference with another fighter. You fight another guy, but then you're talking about, I would have fought you, this and that. No, like, I'll take hand of my business and we can go from there. But from what I've seen from both fights, I don't think that Rashidi is definitely fast. I definitely agree he is fast and he moves, which, this is the thing, Boots, when we talk about Boots' fight, I think the problem the guy moving so much gave him an issue. So, I mean...
We're going to get there.
We'll get there. But I don't think... I think Boots beats the shit out of Rashidi. He might even stop him, honestly. Because he's definitely going to put his punches together way more frequently and way better than what Villa did. You know what I'm saying? Like, Villa had that mindset, like, I can just walk straight down with my hands forward and I'm just going to put punches. No, Boots is going to come up with behind his hand, behind his jab, and then he's putting body punches and punches together. So I don't see it working out well for Rashidi, but you know how that goes.
I do. I do know, but one thing I'm going to disagree with is the fact that the fight is going to go that way, because Boots is going to fight. It's going to be more of a technical fight. It's going to be more of a chess match. It's going to be an aggressive chess match, but it's definitely going to be a chess match. And Villa was going forward more so because Ellis respected Villa's power. So he's good. So it was a back. It was a cat. It was like tired. It was a cat and mouse thing.
Yeah, I think he was tired. Yeah, because I don't see him beating Boots neither. Like, that's not happening. But I think that every fight is different.
Not as far as boxing technically. But I think Boots would be able to capitalize on the things that Villa wasn't able to capitalize.
Correct. Yeah, I agree.
And that's what I'm saying. So it will definitely be a more of a technical battle that I would love to see still. I still want to see it.
Yeah, me too. To keep it funky. I would definitely like to see that fight too. But I think I think Boots is going for the fish and the big fish and. He got that. We're gonna talk about that next.
Yeah, he got the IB. Yeah. Word. All right. So what grade?
So
what grade you give him?
So
what grade you give Ellis?
For Ellis, I gave him a C. I gave him a C plus. C plus. I give him. I felt like you got to be able to adjust. He didn't really adjust too well. He was doing a lot of bad things. For Villa, I gave Villa a C plus. B minus, because he didn't really do much to fight. He just, on those type of fighters, he just had the dog in him, so he kept coming forward. So I mean, I think if he'd have put it together a little bit better, he probably would have stopped him.
I see. I gave you. We got the same grade, C plus. We got the same grade from him. I want to go against your shit, but he did, dog.
I gave him both C plus
because
that's why you can give it a draw because it was both C plus fights to me. So
it was all right. It was very entertaining. If we're talking about entertainment wise, we're not talking about that. We're talking about if he fought his fight, if Rashidi fought his fight, and if Villa was fighting his fight. Like who dictated the fight better? This is the grades that we're giving. We're not giving the entertainment value. It was a good fight. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? I give the fucking fight an A. Like as far as entertainment value, dog. Like
it was definitely a good fight. No, I watching it was ups and downs. Then when Villa started to come on, it was different. It was different.
Exactly.
Yeah. But, we both gave him C pluses. You know what I'm saying? On to the next. Because I agree with you. Because I think Boots got to step up really, really big before he can go to Earl.
He says Boot. What did he say? He said Boot needs.
He said Boots needs to fight an opponent to see where he's at. A good opponent.
All right, gotcha. Yeah. No, it's true, but I don't. All right. Hold on.
Let's get to this fight. Let's get to this fight.
Let's go. All right, we got Boots, okay? You jokers know who Boots is. Everybody's talking about Boots is the next Roy Jones Jr. All right, but Boots is the you know what I'm saying? Everybody's saying Boots is the next Roy Jones Jr. They just had a special for H Town with Stephen A. Jackson. Oh, not Stephen A. Yeah, Steven Jackson from the Pacers. He was known for that riot that went down. Shoot, and that's why dude is respected out here in these boxing streets because of that.
Nah, he's definitely Steven Jackson's definitely he's a real one. So that's why.
Yeah.
But
I mean, so Boots, that's Boots, from Philly, by the way.
Yes, Boots versus Karen Chia.
I swear. No, real talk though. I don't know how to say it.
Like even when they said it at the arena, I'm still like, huh? Like. So we're going to call him Karen. His name is Karen Chia. So this fight, let me give my opinion on this fight. I thought this fight made Boots look a little bad. Like, I don't know if it was just like one of those fights where it's just like, let me just, coast through it, not do too much, not, put too much. I'm getting right back at the gym to get to a fight or what. But it made him look bad. Like the dude, don't get me wrong, the dude Karen, he moved around the ring all the time. A lot of people say he ran, which I thought he just moved around. He tried to look for opening whenever he could, because he knew he was outmatched. Like he knew he wasn't gonna be able to beat Boots. So
not at Boots' game.
Yeah, correct. Correct.
He wasn't trying to.
Let me say that. Yeah, not at how Boots needed him to fight. So he was, he was more on his toes. He was moving. He moved around a lot, and he was hesitant to even engage. Like he'd feint to engage and he'd move around. He'd feint to engage, move around. He'd throw a jab and move, and he was very fidgety. So and he was open a lot. With Boots, it looked like Boots he switches too much now. Like he's switching to the point where he's in orthodox. He might throw a punch and then end up in southpaw, and then he's staying in southpaw for a little bit, and so it's a little confusing sometimes.
I don't think that was intentional. I think that he does it without even thinking. When he's in a fight, he switches like this,
which is really, really good. By the way, I mean, because to be able to switch at that moment like that and still be able to put your punch together is different. Like you ain't even got to think; he just does it. So it's really good. But I thought that if he'd have stayed in one stance, I think he probably would have got him out there a little bit, because it's like I said, it's backwards for both stands. So if he's in one stance and then he gets another, and when a guy goes to make that move, you can't make that same punch. Or to make that same angle that you were thinking about when you were in your other stance. So I thought that it looked a little crazy when he kept switching back and forth, because he was. It looked like
old boy Karen had him flustered a little bit,
because
he was trying to see which way was going to get him that knockout. He was fighting to me he fought. He underestimated what the old Karen was going to do, so he only had one plan. Go ahead and knock him out in front of his peoples. He knew what was going on. He had one plan to go and knock him out. He didn't think about, baiting him in to do anything.
Correct.
He didn't. And shoot, it's hard to cut off a boxer who's jumping up and down like this, using a very, very amateur-like
correct. International, correct. So Tay said that. My cousin said that. Yeah, it was right. Like he got to stick to a style. Which that's when you said it. Now I think about it, because he is a European. It was more of an Olympic style. It was dancing around, but the only thing was he just was outpowered and outspeed by Boots. So he knew he couldn't be able to do punches and bunches like he wanted to because that's what Boots needed him to do to be able to catch a counter off of him. So he was like real fidgety. He would like bounce around, move, and then he would try to jump in, then he'd jump out. He'd throw a jab into it, and then jump right out. So it was hard for Boots to figure it out. But then, like I said, with the switching back and forth, it's kind of hard to set what you really want to do at that moment. So, like I said, don't get me wrong, I had Boots winning the whole fight. Like, it was an easy fight, but I didn't like. It made him look bad because his next fight is supposed to be a big fight, and to me, I don't think that he's going to. I don't think he needs to take Errol Spence right now. Like don't get me wrong. I love Boots. I love watching him fight. I love Spence is my top guy, and Boots is right there too. But I don't think he needs to take that fight right now. I think it's too quick of a step up. And when he think about that fight, it gives me Charlo and
Tony Harrison.
No, not Tony Harrison. Hammerhands.
Lubin.
Now, Lubin is a great boxer. He really puts his stuff together. He really works hard. When he stepped up to Charlo, you can see the different levels. And don't get me wrong, he lost that fight. This is what I seen, right? He got knocked down. He was fucked up. But then when he got up, he was ready to get back and go. I mean, he was already counted out about that time, but he was able to get back into it. And then his next fights after that were really dominant. So like he bounced back. But it's like, in this profession, it's like, yo, you lose that one fight, now they just leave you alone. I still watch Lubin train.
I do too.
And watch stuff.
I do too.
He honestly is a good fighter.
He is. He is a good fighter. Let me say something on this real quick. I don't think he needs to be. He needs to stay away from Errol. That is his kryptonite. That is his kryptonite. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Antonio Russell already beat him about four times in the amateurs using that same style. But Errol is much better than Antoine Russell.
You gotta wait, huh? Oh yeah, Earl.
Gary Antoine Russell in the amateurs and the Olympics or whatever.
That's a little tainted sometimes too. When it comes to USA boxing, you can't really use that as much because I watched the fights. It could have went either way with Boots and Russell. I saw, but they fought six times.
Yeah,
but the thing
six
is,
times or something like that. He beat him more. But
the thing is, that was their guy though. Like Russell was their guy, so you got to look at it as a business investment. It's two people.
All right, but
honestly though, if I'm putting all this money in you, flying you out the camp, taking you there, and I'm putting all the money into you, am I going to let someone else who maybe just as good, if not better, come in and take your spot, and I got to do all that stuff over again? Because in Olympics, you got to get points. So if Boots would have beat him and then hopped on the team, they'd have had to fly him all around town. All around internationally, get him points so he can try to go to Olympics. What's name was already in Olympics. He already had enough points to go in there, so he was good. So I'm not saying, oh yeah, they gagged him every time. Gary Russell won. I mean, that's fine, but they weren't going to go, oh yeah, you know what, we're going to take Boots over Gary Russell, which Gary Russell's our guy. Like if I'll break it down.
I don't think you're looking at it objectively, bro.
But I'll break it down to you in another video, and another time I can tell you.
I'm cool with that.
Exactly
I'm cool with that.
All right.
I'm cool with that. I don't think you're looking at it objectively.
No, I am.
Only because I seen the fights. I seen at least 3 of them.
Correct.
I seen at least 3 of those fights because they were like televised and shit. And I was fighting, bro. He was using the same style, that pressure style as Spence, and he needs to stay away.
I agree.
He needs to stay away.
I think so. Tay said Boots and Thurman. I like that fight only because Thurman is a good game opponent. I don't know if he's going to be the same Thurman that we're used to seeing, or if he's just coming to get a check. But that's the type of level he needs to start heading up to. You know what I'm saying? Like
he'll be the best Thurman, I think.
You think so?
I think Thurman has a mature mind to the point where he knows that this is the guy that he needs to shut down in order for because I think he's a mature mind. He doesn't have like that kiddish thing like, oh, you think you could beat like one of them? I mean, he's like, all right, I know this is a game opponent. I know he's the best out here, the best young lion. I'm gonna come my best. I think
that Boots should definitely take like that fight and then start taking other guys to lead him up until to Spence. But jumping right to Spence, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's just going to totally get beat, but I think that it's going to be it's going to show the different classes right now, and it's going to show why Spence is at the top of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I would rather see Boots fight Crawford than fight Spence. I think that'd be a little bit better of a entertaining fight. Like with Spence is going to be more so I'm gonna stop you from doing everything else that you like to do. You're gonna say it's gonna be more of a chess match because it's like what's going on here, like, and then with Crawford coming, Crawford the dog, Crawford is coming forward, so that helps Boots because when you come forward, Boots like, all right, you want to come forward, let me do this and work this, and now you get a action-packed fight. With as with Spence, you're going to get more of a chess match. It's more or less wait and see. Let's see who's going to do this, and let's see if I can counter this.
No, I agree with that. I think with either fighter, he's going to beat him up. Either fighter, he's gonna. Either fighter, he's gonna get beat up. I think Crawford is gonna beat beat him if they fight. I
got hope for Boots.
I do too.
I don't think that he's like everybody's saying like he's the next thing, and I agree. I just think that he got to start stepping up his fights. To even get that experience, like when he beat a lot of tomato cans, and you're getting the record. Your record is there, but I think you need is the experience that you get with different fighters. So when you get that experience with different fighters, you're good. But I don't know if we're gonna get Boots in. Not Boots. I don't know if we're gonna get Crawford and Spence. So I was let down by that.
Yeah, and we're not gonna get that fight, so we got to see where exactly they move. He is going after the IBF, which is the Spence route, but I don't think Spence is gonna stay in that weight class if he's not gonna get Crawford. He's gonna move up, and then that leaves the division a little bit open. We got the Crowleys, we got the what's his name? We got the Virgil Ortizes. We got this other dude Villa. You understand the Rashidi Ellis out there, and we got people out there ready. Ready to give him a fight.
So. What do you grade him? I gave him a C+.
It was hard. So today he saw Boots. Yesterday he saw Sunday. He saw something that was Saturday. He saw something that was different. Yeah. You understand? He saw something that was different. So I'm basing it off of that. Okay. So he saw something that was different, but with his amateur pedigree, I think he should have been able to handle that a little bit better. I am going to give him a C-.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. Honestly, I'm not. I gave him a C+. I mean, it wasn't Boots like the one we're used to seeing, but in the same token, it's a different thing. Like you said, it's a different style. He's seen something different for the first time. So, and I didn't think he adjusted well to it. So,
and that's why I'm giving him a C- because he didn't do things well to negate anything he was doing. Like he didn't make as many adjustments as an elite fighter should.
Correct.
An elite fighter should make adjustments very well.
It was times where the guy was dancing around and Boots just kind of like let him go out the side.
Because he got frustrated.
He didn't try to close it. He didn't try to close the door. No, he just let him go out the door. Let him move left and right when he wanted to. Like he wasn't stopping it to put the pressure on him. No. And he wasn't going to the body as much neither, which I thought was weird. Like he normally goes to the body to break you down, and that would have broke him down if he'd have went to the body a lot more. He wouldn't have been able to dance around like that.
No.
So, all right, we C plus C minus.
C plus C minus.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, no, I think that's right. I don't think we got that one wrong there. Good. I mean, it was entertaining when it got up to the end. Honestly, that was the worst fight of the night. But hold on, listen, man.
Yeah, he was on his bike all night. You're right. He definitely was. I agree with you. I mean, but. That's the respect level you gotta have for a guy like Boots. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't stand there toe for toe with him, so you gotta figure it out. And being on the bike was probably his best opportunity to even last the whole 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like if he'd have sat there and tried to sit down blow for blow with Boots, his night would have ended early. So he got out of there.
He knew what it was.
Yeah, exactly. He got out of there. He got his check. Like on to the next.
Yeah, he knew exactly what it was, and he didn't want to. If he would have stayed there, it would have been a very early night. And I betted 7 between the 7th and 9th, and I didn't win. I didn't win because of this joker running around. You understand? He didn't win. You know what I mean? He did. The thing is, my man Karen did not try to win a round.
Yeah, no, he didn't. No, you can. He did not.
He didn't. He did not try to win a round. So it was tough. I give Boots that. Like it was tough for him to showcase his talent in front of his people because of that. You understand? But all right, enough of that. We know me. We gonna cook another time on that, whatever the case may be. Now we got the main event. All right, Tank and Hector Garcia. Let's get it popping.
So I wanna start this way first.
Let's get it right.
What did you grade it?
The whole fight or the?
Yeah, the whole fight. From what did you grade it first?
Shit, the whole fight. It was a good. Honestly, it was a good fight because I'll give it a B. I'll give it a B+. A B plus. B.
I give it a B minus.
I give it a B minus. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, you were there. You were live.
That's what I'm asking you because how it looked on TV. I want to because in person it looked like he wasn't doing much. And this is how Tank.
Who's this? Tank or
Yeah, Tank? Tank wasn't doing much, and neither was Hector Garcia. I gotta change my voice. Hector Garcia.
Yo, you can't do that.
Why can't I? What's wrong?
Yeah, you can't do that. You're killing me.
So I felt like he wasn't doing much, but then neither was Tank. Was kind of like trying to figure him out, and then you had times where Tank he like, let me put my foot on the gas. Nah, let me chill out. Let me chill out right quick. But
he respected Hector's power. That's why.
I don't know if he respected Hector's power or he was just trying to figure it out first. Like I'm starting to realize, like when he fights, he's trying to figure it out first, and it's taking him 1 to 5 rounds to figure it out, and then after that 5 rounds, he's on your ass. Like he's on your ass. So and that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like in the fight. Like in the fight, it was like a lot of still moments. He wasn't doing much, wasn't jabbing much.
Yeah.
He was just chilling. Hector wasn't really doing too much neither. He was just kind of like pawing at the jab a little bit, move. He wasn't really trying to do too much.
He threw a lot of combinations that I didn't think he was going to be able to get off, and he touched up Tank, and when I didn't think he was going to be able to. Okay, that's how I know it was taking him a little bit longer to figure out Hector. With his pedigree, I do think Hector did do well in the beginning, but again, like you said, we kind of see how Tank usually orchestrates his fight. You know what I mean? He touches it, he pauses and he waits. He pauses those jazzy parries, and he even said he needs to get touched.
Correct.
In order for him to even.
I had Boots winning every round. Yeah, somebody asked the question online. I had Boots winning every round.
Who was that asked the question?
G4 Babe.
Who we got?
G4 Babe EF.
G4 Babe EF.
Yeah.
Did you?
That's my guy.
All right, what up, G4? Did you have him winning every round?
Yeah, I did. I had Boots winning every round. That's because it was an older question.
I'm gonna give him 11 out of 1. It was 11 to 1. Only because I saw a round where Karen was touching him up way too much.
Oh my god!
I'm just saying.
Oh man!
Just saying.
But back to
Gervonta Davis. I thought it was good.
Man, listen, I'm gonna tell. Let me.
Go ahead, cook.
For the side. If y'all never been to DC for a Tank fight, please go. Like, if he has a fight in DC or Baltimore, I'm there. Like, listen, he bring him out.
Yeah,
like,
he does.
I mean,
he a star.
If damn it was like clothes was optional for female, like they was out there.
Oh, it was like that.
Yeah. Listen, they was out there.
Wait, can we say this? Can we say this on TV?
I mean,
can we say this on?
I didn't say that.
Can we say this on?
All I said, they was out there, and
we're
then
good producers.
They had everybody out there. Like you had Auntie was out there in her fur and her heels. Like they was out there. So
he bring the aunties out for sure.
It was definitely a vibe when I went out there. Now back to the fight. I thought that like he looked good. Like I think that he's really about to separate himself from everybody. Like this is I ain't gonna say this is the fight that's gonna make him separate, but he's separating himself from everybody. Like he's showing his pedigree, how great he's going to be. Like this fight, like don't get me wrong, I wasn't a fan of the whole I can't see, I'm dizzy shit. But
you think that was cap?
No, I'm not saying it was cap. It could have been. I don't know. I'm not in that man's shoes. I didn't get punched. All I'm saying is when you in that ring, like you got to be willing to die in that ring, damn near. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not about to. When I tell you, I'm not about to sit there and say throw the talent or I can't get all this. I'm getting even if my eyes is closed and I'm bleeding from my nose, I'm about to get up. Y'all gonna have to pull me out this fucking ring. Like you gonna have to pull me out this ring. I'm not about to sit there and go, yeah, whatever, I don't care. Because I mean, some people gonna do it for the bag. I just got a pride issue, and that's just me. I got
the Joker said he couldn't see, bruh.
And that's happened to me before in the ring too. That's happened to me before in the fight too, in the amateur fight. Like it's happened to where like like my vision was a little blurry because I don't know if he scratched my cornea or what, but I backed my ass to the corner and was trying to front my eye as I was defending myself.
You wasn't facing Tank. You wasn't facing Tank.
But I'm facing a heavyweight. That's the fuck. That's different.
That is.
Tank might punch strong, but we punch different. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
I'm in the ring and I'm trying to blink and do everything I can get my eye. People don't know this stuff because I'm never going to tell you, but I'm going to talk to it right now. I'm in the fight and I'm like, damn, I don't know if like he scratched and swiped out and my cornea was like, it was like I was seeing double and I couldn't see correctly. So I backed up. I'm blinking my eye hella fast. He not hitting me. He's trying to hit me hard, but I'm
right.
And then once I was good, I'm like, all right, good, I'm back. Now let's back to boxing now. Like I was not about to go. Yeah, I can't see out of my eye. I'm quitting. No, hell no.
I get it, man, but that Joker couldn't see. I get it. He if it was real, he couldn't see. He couldn't fight. He ended up beating him. What round? 6th or 7th round or 8th round? It was 8th round, and you know I can appreciate what Tank did, and I can appreciate the efforts of Hector as well. Mm-hmm. You know, and I don't think he laid down. A lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, this was fixed," and all this other stuff.
See, and that's another reason why it pisses me off. Like that, people are gonna say it. They're gonna say it looks fixed. They're gonna give you all the like, even though you don't care about what they say, it's still gonna look bad because the fans are like, "Yeah, it was fixed. He didn't really want to go too much. He went 6-7 rounds, and that was that. Then he quit." Like it looks kind of crazy, but in the same token, you also can say in the same token that no, I just did what I was supposed to do, and I got him out of it. And he wasn't the opponent that should have been in the ring with me. Like you can flip it each way you see it, but 9 times out of 10, people gonna love the negative shit before they love the positive shit. So
you already know, man. So what grade you giving this Joker?
I gave him a B. I gave him a B
too.
Yeah,
I give him a B. And one of the things that I kept saying is that if he was facing Shakur, not Tank. If Hector was facing Shakur, Shakur would have been beating the brakes off of Hector.
Raggy whoop. What fight you be watching with Shakur? Shakur is not. That fight would have went 12 rounds.
He would have gave it.
It went easily 12 rounds with Shakur.
He would have been giving it to him. Now I'm telling you, he would have been pop, and getting away, making Hector look.
Shakur engages as less as possible.
That's not true. He stands in front of his opponent to allows them to.
He stands in front of his opponent.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to hit and not get hit. So if he hits you 3 or 4 times and then move out the way, he's going to be on it. He's going to walk around the ring. He's going to walk left. He's going to walk right. Give you a feint, and then move again. And then he's going to hit you again a few times. And then he's going to engage as possible, but he's going to win the round. See, he's mastered that. I could just win the round with doing less as possible.
Yeah,
he's mastered that. Like he can use his feet. He can move out the way. He can hit you. He can not get hit, and then he knows he's winning the round. Like they had Hector Garcia winning the fight. They had him winning the fight. Like he had the most rounds. You know what I mean? They was giving him the rounds.
He was because he was touching up. He was touching him up. He was touching Javante up.
But see, that's the thing though. Like it's like I like to see the fighting people. You know what I'm saying? They coming up like He didn't sit down and go, yeah, I'm just gonna lay over. Like he came to fight, and you seen it. But I just didn't respect how he just like, yeah, I can't see, my eye hurting. Like, you know, shit like that was just like, wait, what? Like
I did say what too. I did.
Yeah,
when it happened, I was like,
but I seen it. So look, so I'm watching it, right? I'm watching it. At the end of the round, he walked back. He's like, yeah. He says to him, "That's it. Stop the fight." Like you can see his.
He
mouth
said, "I can't see."
No, he said, "Stop the fight."
Oh,
and
did
then,
he?
Yeah, like you can see in the first. He said, "Stop the fight."
And
I'm like, yo, I'm talking about, come on, yo, they gonna stop the fight. He not coming back out. And then all you see is just Tank just jumping around. I'm like, I told you to stop the fight. And then you can see he was saying later on that he couldn't see and his head was hurting all that stuff. But he said like, stop the fight. Like
he ain't want no more of that power, dog.
I ain't gonna say word for word he said stop the fight, but you can see what he was saying. Like it was like Hector Garcia. But this is the thing. I would like to see him back in the mix though. Like I would like to see him get, you know, start fighting again. You got to work your way back up, of course, but I would like to see him start fighting. Like people don't realize, like even if you think, which you should never, any fighter out there, you should never think that you're not going to win your fight. Like you should come in there and think you're going to win. Now, if you get into that fight and you like, yo, listen, I just got to survive the fight, because you could be making yourself a better opportunity for something else too.
That's
like,
true.
If he'd went 12 rounds with Tank, you know what I'm saying, and looked at okay, subpar, he probably would have got the next fight on PBC, and he'd have got this guy to step back up, or they'd have gave him 2 other fights to step back up fight. So, I mean, don't be just, like I said, don't be just so quick to go, you know what, I got my, what he got, probably like $1 million to $2, like, oh, I got my money, I'm good, I'm out of there.
Yeah, true.
Don't be so quick to do that.
I mean, there's a new losers bracket now, and Hector's in it.
Hector Garcia.
That 135 division they got losers all over the place. They got Cruz, they got Cambosos, they got Hector. That's heavy.
But I mean,
135.
All I'm saying is my man Tank said he ready for
Ryan Garcia.
Oh,
it's over. It's going down.
We gonna see what's gonna happen. I mean, I like that he's staying active. Like he had a fight. He had a fight this Saturday, and he's looking to fight in April. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well and we get that fight. if it's in DC, you know I'm there.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I gotta try to make one. I gotta try to make one of these fights, man. One thing I do want to say is that Tank looked real happy. He looked like a real happy dude. His energy was real, was vibrant. Mm-hmm. And that's something I really like to see when I was watching it on TV. It was like I was there almost with him, like enjoying the moment until he's, he switch it on and get in there and handle business. I can appreciate that, and I can see his maturity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's starting to propel like to the next level, where he's pulling apart from everybody. That's, I mean, as far as I can see him going to 140, I can't see him going to 147, which is going to suck, but I can see him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's starting to pull away. I would love to see these young athletes like stop with the whole I gotta like not. Well, how can I say? I can't fucking go. Let me put my own on the line and risk it. Like they're trying like not to risk it. Risk it. It doesn't mean you're still not a good fighter or a great fighter. You put it on the line. He won, you didn't. You still stood in there, and it's different than ever respect. For me, it is.
I feel the same way, and people are gonna still want to see you or whatever. So it's not even a big old deal, man. So we gave what did you say? What was the grade?
I gave him a B.
You gave him a B. I also give him a B. That was all the fighters that fought. I'm sorry, damn, I'm beating the F out of my mic, and I'm loving it right now because I was I'm already ready to get back in the gym. But anyway, look, last night's fight was on point. It was well worth the money.
I mean, yeah,
bruh. We had it was hell. Come on, man.
I mean, Boots' fight wasn't that good. To be honest with you, and then the Rashidi fight was really good. I liked that.
I said worth the money.
I mean, I ain't paying for no pay-per-view anyway. But I mean,
hey, listen, guys, he didn't mean it. He supports all the fighters because this is what we do. We support fighters. You feel me?
I support who supports me.
Oh my gosh.
But in the same token, I
had to hit him with the horror music.
I'm thankful that I was able to get down to the fight, watch it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed the time. It was a really dope event. Yeah, like I mean, I would definitely do it again, and I definitely want to see what this year has in store for boxing itself and for me too, because like now I'm ready to get in there. And as you know, play my theme music.
Listen, I'm loving this, man. Like this is a beautiful thing, man. I miss my boy, man.
Great start to the new year.
I missed you, dog, man. Because we was like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
it was like 2 weeks out, man. Like, yo, man, we back at it again, man.
Yes, sir.
Again, make sure you follow us on my Instagram at VAR World Boxing. On my Instagram, it's all one word at VAR World Boxing. What's your handle, bro?
My handle, I got two of them. I got the real Derek Starling and star_fitness_boxing. Let's go follow, like, subscribe, comment, whatever you do. You know, I'm going to show love, you show love back.
You already know what it is, man. It's your boy VAR. Welcome back to VAR World Boxing. This is unanimous decision. It's your boy VAR. This is my boy D, and we are out of here. Let's go. Man, I'm loving it. All right. We out of here.